Okay, I think it's working now. Thank you. Were you gonna say that too? Okay, Preston, I'll give you both of them. Because they asked since we had a sub yesterday, and yesterday was Wacky Wednesday, they asked if you guys could use pens, so you can do that. Okay, it looks like, since we are having some technical difficulties, we might just have to do the review without the TV, but we'll try it one more time. We'll see how far we can get. Alright, we'll see how far it will last before it crashes again. And first off, can everybody see?
Yeah.
See very good? Alright, we're gonna go over our rules and expectations. We are at level, what level are we at?
0.
Okay, you can show it to me. So from now on, if you blurt out, unless I ask you specifically, we're not doing group work, then you need to get a consequence. So no blurting out, no making, no tapping on your desks. Expectations with our magnet boards. Okay, these are tools, not toys. We're gonna leave them on our desks, not touching them until it's time for the magnet boards. I especially don't want to hear like any sliding of them. Just try to keep it still and quiet. Keep your hands in your desk. All right, show me you're paying attention. Positions in 3, sitting up straight. 2, hands in front of you, still at your desk. Eyes facing forward 1. Mouths off 0. Wow, you guys all look really, really good. Miss Jake.
How do you spell falsely?
Falsely. F-A-L-S, false, L-Y. Falsely. All right, drop the rule day 2. I know it's been a few days. Usually we do these right one on top of another. It's okay. It just looks like it's not working super great. I will go ahead and review the rule for you, and we'll write it down. We'll use our magnet boards for these. Okay, so go ahead and get your magnet boards out. Good. That was so quiet. This row was really good. I want to. No, I'm not your magnet boards. I apologize. Your white boards. Get out your white boards. Yes.
Do they have to get out there?
Yes. Get out your white boards. Only write in between, because I know you're writing notes to tell me about how like things would look this up. That's fine. But I still want you to participate and do the work. Okay. All right. So since this isn't working, we won't use that today. I want you to go ahead and write this word on your board. Remember, everything is cursive from now on. What word is this, class? 3, 2, 1?
Hope.
Hope. Okay. If I wanted to make the word hoping, what do we do to that E, Preston?
Drop it.
We drop it. But now it's hop. But if I wanted to make it hoping, do I double the P on this one?
Yes. No.
No. Do you remember why?
Because it would make sense.
It would make, so you only double the P if it's a short vowel here. But since it's O, the long vowel sound for O, hoping, we do not double the P. But we do drop the E, we add ing. Now, since you brought that up, let's go ahead and write hopping. We have hop, not hope. We are going to double the P. It's like I need a better marker, so you can see that better. So 1 P is hoping. We've got the long vowel sound. 2 P's is hopping. Make sure your H is a tall letter, okay? Otherwise it looks like an N. You need to get a consequence. You are not going to participate. Do not follow the directions. Only 1 P on hoping because it's got the long vowel sound. You only double it if it's got the short vowel. Because that shows the difference between hopping and hoping. Hoping has 1 P, hopping has 2. All right, now what if we had the word? Okay, go ahead and write the word brave. How would you spell brave? B-R-A-V. How does the A make its name? We have a magic what at the end? You're right, a magic E. B-R-A-V. Brave. aren't super familiar with cursive yet. So, B-R-A-V, let me have the magic E, brave. Now, if I wanted to add E-R, I want to make the word braver, what do I do to this E? Preston, drop it. Thank you, you drop it. So go ahead and write, I'm going to lose here, write the new word, braver. Next. Okay, now write the word safe. My secrets are safe with you. You would never tell anybody. Now I wanted to make the word, I want to change it, I want to make it into safest. What do I do with that E? Preston? Drop it. So our new word, safest, only has one E in it. Safest. Safest. Safe, safer, and safest. Excellent, Preston. I see. I appreciate that very much. Good job. Let's do 2 more. Make the word trade. Trade. I like to trade Pokemon cards with my friends. So T-R-A-D. Trade. But what I need to do to make it traded, I traded 3 cards. Go ahead and show me on your boards. Make traded. I like how you're doing the word plus the ed and then the new word. I love it. You're doing this. So Parker made an interesting observation. She said, you don't really need to drop the E in making traded. So if we had trade plus ed, you wouldn't have 2 E's, right? So, but I totally get what you're saying. If you want to make traded, you don't really need to drop an E, you could just add a D. Trade-ed. But for the purposes of understanding that we're not going to have 2 E's there, you can say you drop it and just add an ED. But you're right, you could just add a D at the end. Very nice. Was that accused? A-C-C-U-S-E-D. Okay? Alright, so this is going to be a tricky one. So I'm going to review some of our old things. Write the word pill. I had to take a pill before driving for the road trip, so I didn't miss it. Good, you guys remember the floss rule. Is that? You can loosen it if you need to. You can loosen it if you need to. Hush it all. What am I missing here at the end? Some of you guys know. Porter, do you know what I'm missing at the end? It's not pile, it's pill. I end with an L. What do I need to do to that L? Do you remember the floss rule? That's right, you double it. Pill. Now take off that last L and make it into an E. What words we have? Pile. Fold those blankets and put them in a pile over there. Put them in a pile. My sister was piling up the blankets. How would I change pile to pile-E? Go ahead and write on your boards and show me. What do we need to do for that word? Piling. The snow was piling up higher and higher by the minute. Not a double L on that one. Very good. So, for this one, you drop the E. You don't need a double L. Just P-I-L-L or not. I just said you don't need to double it. P-I-L-I-N-G. Okay, now go back to our word pill. Change the I to a U. We have pull, but what do we need to do at the end? Eleanor? Oh, you need a tissue, yes. Parker, what do we do at the end?
Double it.
We have to double it. Pull for the floss rule. Now what if I wanted to make pull into pulling? The ox was pulling the wagon. Just show me. Just loosen. Pulling it right. Nope, you actually do have a double L on this one. You don't need to take the L off unless it's, if it has the short vowel, so pull, you've got that double L in there. You don't need to drop the L. So it's pulling. I want you to look at pulling versus piling. Pile, we have the word pile like this, and to make it into piling, we drop the E, but we're not gonna add an L, it's just P-I-L-I-N-G. Piling. If there were two L's there, it would be pilling, which isn't the word. Tilling. You know what? I like that you said, did you say tilling?
No.
Let's go and look at the word, if we change pile to tile, okay, and then we add ing, it would be tiling. Oops, you drop the E, tiling. But then take the word till. Do you guys know what it means to till something? To till the ground. Has anyone ever had a lot of weeds and had to pull weeds by hand? Has anyone seen a weed pulling machine called a tiller? Or there's another, you can till up the ground if you are getting ready to plant. You're getting ready to put seeds into the ground, you till it up, you dig up the ground. Okay, that's till. So you see till versus tile. Tile has that magic E. And if we want to make it tiling, we drop the E. But what if I wanted to say tilling? I'm tilling the ground to get it ready to plant. Go ahead and write what you think that word would be on your board. How would you write tilling? Yes. It does, you're right. Yes. So tilling, we're going to keep the double L. T-I-L-L-I-N-G. Tilling. So I want you to look at these words. Piling, you drop the E and you only have one L. Tile, same thing. You drop the E and you add ing. But tilling, you notice the short vowel for it, to it. That's a short vowel sound for I. So we have the double L here, and we keep the double L, and we just add ing. Tilling. Okay. It just all right, next thing. Go ahead and put those aside, put your whiteboards aside for now, pull out your napkin boards. All right, with your napkin boards, the first word you're going to make is smile. I-O, smile. I-O. Wait, did I spell that right, guys? What did I miss, George? Something at the end. I did forget the magic E. I made smill. Smile. All right. Go ahead and drop that E and add an ing. What word do we have? Smiling. So we're going to make it into smiling. That is change it back, switch the ing for an ed, and what do you have? Very good. Smile. All right, go back to smile. Right back like this. So switch your ed out for just an e. It's okay to write it, but I kind of like me to. Well, if you prefer to, that's okay. I like how you just made that into one. That's fine. All right, now change your S and your M for an F. What word do we have? File. All right, go ahead and make it into filing and show me what you have to do. Filing. I'm filing away these papers so I know where they are when I need them for next year. You forgot the drop E. It's okay, that's why we're doing this. Filing. You got it. Good job. Good job. Filing. Don't forget that drop E in order to make it filing. Drop the E. Filing. Got it. But you put an M in here, huh? All right, change the ing for ed, and what do you have? Filed. So filing, drop the e. Filed, you can just add. Okay, go back to just file. Make your ed into an e. Okay, change your F to a P. What word do you have? Pile. All right, make it into piling. Piling. Very good. Very good. Not pilling, piling. P-I-L-E. Good. All right. That's actually. I want to do one more. All right. Go ahead and put those letters away and make the word joke. J-O-K. Not jock. Joke. We hear a J. Oh, and then what am I going to do for the cup sound here? Do you know? Sweetie? It's just a K on this one. C K would be jock. I want joke. So what do I do after the K here to make it joke? Sweetie? You add a magic E. So your math should look like this. J-O-K-E. Joke. You don't have an O? You do? Joke. Okay, now I want you to make it joking. What do you need to do to make it joking? I was just joking. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I was just joking. You need to straighten all of those. You do. You're also messy. You can't see it, so you need to straighten all of it. That's your first thing to do. All right, you may go ahead and straighten up your magnet letters. Make sure they're all nice and neat. And then you can turn them in. George, collect them for your group. And Preston, you can collect yours for your group. Jake, you keep working on yours. Sorry, Preston's your group. Eleanor, go ahead and collect yours and Mackenzie's. Just bring them up here. No, Eleanor, you collect. And I meant, what I meant was your column. I was sorry. Okay, let's see if we can get this working so we can do our words. Yes, go ahead, stop. Yeah, just stack them right up there. And then we'll sit down. Oh, I appreciate that. Okay, is it showing through? It is. Okay. All right, now to work on whiteboards. Do you guys remember how to spell the word busy? Whiteboard. Don't use that marker for whiteboard. I just don't want you to mistake it for a whiteboard marker. Busy. We hear it's a heart word, so there are some parts that don't sound correct. Yes, that's right. So put Z. See if you guys got it. Did you spell it B-U-S-Y? The U in this word makes an I sound. It's a rule breaker. So we just have to know by heart, busy. All right, your next word is, let me see if I can tell you before. Okay, build. Remember how to spell the word build. We are working hard to build our home. Very nice. You forgot one letter. There's a silent letter in there. You got all of the letters correct except for one. It's not an E. Build. B-U-I. This is another hard word. U-I normally makes the oo sound. But in this one, it's almost like the U isn't there. Build. You do hear the I sound. Very good. All right, last one is built. Last review one, and then we'll learn a new one. Built. She built it on a hill. She built her home on a hill. Built. Just like build, only there's a T at the end. Okay, look up here, see if you got it right. Okay, did you spell it correctly? Give yourself a little heart. Okay, just spell those. All right, here's our new one. Everybody look up here. Okay, we're going to read the word together first. Eyes up here. 3, 2, 1. Sure. Okay, we hear the S. We hear a sh. Or. We basically hear two sounds. Sure. We have an S and a U this time that make a sh sound. Sure. Then we hear an we hear an R sound. And then again, the E is silent at the end. There are 3 hard parts on this word. It does not sound phonetically correct almost at all. Go ahead and write that word 3 times. S-U-R-E. That's good in print. Let's do it in cursive now. Let me show you how to do it in cursive. This is it in cursive. S-U-R-E. Excellent. Okay, once you've done writing it, erase it. And then I want you to whisper shout how you spell sure with your eyes closed. Close your eyes. How do you spell sure? Nice. Good job, guys. I am sure glad it's Thursday.
Me too.
And we're almost done with testing.
It's next week.
Okay, that's it for this part. We're going to do our connected text when we come back from our first daily 5 round. So I want you to be ready. Silently put your things away. Stand up behind your chairs and tell me what you want for your first daily 5 round. Okay, we're going to start with Serena. You can choose any. Yes, you may. Did you want to just take your book with you? You can. Mackenzie. Eleanor. Porter. Okay, George, you're doing reading, right? And you're going to West Reading. Elvin. Nice enough. Okay. Jake. Jacob. talk about that at the end, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna pause and then we'll come back and do the last half of the reading lesson in about 10 minutes. So I'll kind of show you, I think I've showed you this already. The students that go around in their own rounds that they pick, they choose a reading round. They can read to themselves or they can read to a partner. They can do Alexia, which is our online required curriculum we have to do, or they can work on writing or do word work. So you can kind of, and then they can choose where they'd like to be. Okay, we have students that kind of just sit all over. Okay. And they know the expectations. They need to get started right away. They stay in one spot. They work the whole time, and they build stamina.